Jordan.
Hey Cam, thanks for doing this.
Hello.
Hey Cam, what was the message last night in the locker room? I know emotions were probably raw right there, but what was the message from Sean and from some of the defensive coaches to you guys? And follow up, what was the message this morning when you guys were kind of going over what happened?
We know the reality of the situation, but we gotta move on from that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't obviously ain't go as planned, but we gotta focus on the Saints now. We gotta put that behind us. We watched the film and now we gotta focus on New Orleans.
How when you guys have had a loss, I guess not exactly the same, but similar to this, we saw, against Arizona, we saw there was so much of an effort to kind of come together, to key in on details, make adjustments in different ways, but to really focus on like the technical and the fundamental stuff. Is there a similar vibe happening here to in order to move forward from the game last night, or is there maybe a different approach being taken? How are you guys going to move forward?
Like I said, just watching the film, we watched it, made the corrections, you know what I'm saying? Everybody took accountability, you know what I'm saying? And now we gotta move on and make sure that nobody do that to us again. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just one of those nights, and we just gotta put the work in and make sure it don't happen.
Thank you very much.
Sarah.
Hey Cam, is there anything that you can take away from the game last night?
Oh, we gotta stop the run. We gotta be able to stop the run. Even when they have a good line and a good back like that, we still gotta be able to stop the run.
Is that something that you work on in the meeting room, on the practice field? Where does that adjustment happen?
Both. Like I said, the corrections they happen in the meeting room, and the film study happened in the meeting room, and then we gotta transition that to the practice field on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Thank you.
Adam.
Hey Cam, thanks for doing this. Uh, Last night, Kobe was talking about needing to stop drives before they get going. You said you guys have been really good in the red zone this year, but need to make sure you're getting off the field earlier in drives just to, kind of preserve something for later in the games. What do you feel like you guys need to do to take some of those red zone drives and kind of be able to make those plays earlier?
Just be better on first and second down. You know what I'm saying? Forcing teams into third and longs. That's basically it. Just stopping drives. You got to be good on first and second down, and not giving up that many first downs. Got to get
How
off the
would
field.
Just how would you characterize just how the guys are doing today after a day like that, in meetings and stuff like that?
It's time to move on. We can't sit and soak in it. You know what I'm saying? We can't let the Eagles beat us twice, as they say. So, it happened. We can't take it back, can't go back in time. You know what I'm saying? Only thing to do is move forward and like I said, make sure that doesn't happen no more. Like I said, that happens in the meeting room and on the practice field.
Thank you, Cam.
Gary.
Hey Cam, thanks for doing this. Just curious, when you guys go through film after a game like that, what's that mood like in the room as you're watching it? I mean, are you still feeling it, or are you detached from it and just looking at it in terms of, identifying mistakes and correcting it? How would you describe that for people that aren't in that room?
I mean, hopefully for the players, it's not, our first time watching the film. You know what I'm saying? I usually just watch right after the game and you correct yourself, by yourself one on one. And then when you get in there with the coaches, you pretty much already know what's gonna be said, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a mutual agreement, on what needs to be done, and as soon as the film goes off, it's time to move forward. But it's just being there and being a pro and taking accountability and knowing what you did wrong and how to fix it.
And then looking, I know you're just looking ahead to the Saints, but in your remaining games, you've got three division games left. Um, what's kind of your outlook on in terms of the division race and where you guys stand in it?
I mean, I feel like it's still wide open. You know, we all still stacked on each other, and like you said, we play everybody again. So, you know, I feel like in the terms of the division race, you know, we still got our fate in our hands. We just gotta win games.
Thanks very much.
And then we'll wrap with Wyatt.
Hey Cam, I know you said you guys talked about, just stopping the run. But what specifically do you guys need to do in the back end to make sure that you guys aren't vulnerable to those explosives that happened yesterday?
We just gotta, you know, cap the ball. We gotta do a good job of keeping the cup on the ball. You know what I'm saying, and make sure to get down. Like we're the last line of defense. You know what I'm saying. No matter what happens up front or on the second level, we still got to be able to get it down. You know what I'm saying, and turn those 70 yarders into, you know, 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying, and just get them down. You know, as best as you can.
Thank you.
All right, that's all. Thank you, Cam. Okay, we'll
Jordan,
start
go
with
ahead.
Jordan.
Hey, Demarcus, thank you for doing this today.
No problem.
You guys were able to score a touchdown in the first quarter yesterday, and I know those have been hard to come by for this group this year. So I guess I wonder what's the emphasis about starting faster and sustaining that tempo through an entire game?
I would say just trying to execute when we had an opportunity. Honestly, when we get in the red zone, we gotta capitalize and put points on the board, no matter if it's 3 points or scoring a touchdown. We just gotta capitalize when we down there.
A lot of times what players and coaches will say, and we have heard it a few times over the last 24 hours or so, is can't let this team beat us twice. Obviously everybody's process is differently for dealing with that and working through that. But for you, what is your process of not letting a team beat you twice? What do you do? Where do you go mentally? And is there anything that maybe younger players can take from your experience?
I'll just say just honing in on our details and like you said, not letting us the same team beat us twice. I honestly think it's just us being able to just execute when we had an opportunity, and I feel like we had a lot of opportunities to do that. We just let those moments slip by us. And for the younger guys, I would say, man, just go out and shoot your shot every time you get a chance for us, man, because it don't last long, or you won't be in the playoffs or have a chance to be in the playoffs. So whenever we get those opportunities in big time games like this, we gotta make it count.
When there have been struggles on offense this year, we have heard, Sean and Matthew and coordinators and everyone uses the same word, execution. Is there like, similarly to how like they say like, oh, turnovers come in bunches, on the opposite side, do execution errors come in bunches? Like, is there just sometimes you just got to break a slump somehow in that phase and mentally snap out of it?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you do have a slump or a missed error during a drive or during the game, you got to let that go by fast and try to just execute better. Like literally the next drive, you can't let it linger on the whole game and then just have, missed errors or turnovers or whatever the case may be all game. You got to try to fix that error pretty quick and let that change during the game.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Gary.
Hi, Demarcus. Thank you for doing this. What is how would you describe kind of the mood when you guys go through film of a game like last night? What's that mood like in the room as you guys go through it together?
It's a bit of a sour feeling, that's a game we wanted to win. We had a chance of going out there competing against a great team. Those guys are a well put together team for sure. I think we had a lot of opportunities to do what we knew we were capable of doing, but like I said, we let those opportunities slip past us, or we had some hiccups, or whatever the case had or may have been. But just knowing we have an opportunity, seeing it like, oh man, we could have done this and this would have been that, or this would have been that, but it just ain't go that way for us yesterday.
And you're a guy who's been through a lot of different playoff runs, ways to get to the playoffs. As you look at this, or as we look at this, with 6 games left, 3 in the division, what kind of would be, based on your experience, your advice to your younger teammates about this part of the season and how those kinds of playoff runs happen?
Mainly just if you finish the way, you know what I'm saying, finish the way you're supposed to finish, nobody will remember, you know what I'm saying, the first half of the season or what went on in the beginning. It's always what you're doing at the end of the season to try to make that push, to try to make that run. So if we can come out and capitalize on these last couple of games that we got, make a world of difference for us for sure.
Thanks very much.
Wyatt?
Hey, Demarcus, thanks for doing this. You guys struggled on third down yesterday. You've played with a lot of, really good offenses, and, with Patrick Mahomes, who feels like he's always at his best on third down. What do you think is the key to being more consistent with converting those?
Just honing in on our details, man. Giving our guys some time to give the wide receivers time to execute down the field. I think that's mainly our biggest focus. Just trying to to give ourselves an opportunity, not being in third and long, just the first 2 downs, to give ourselves a chance to have a short third down so it's not too far, so it feel like it's hard to get accomplished.
Thank you.
Dennis?
Hey, Demarcus, how are you?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Good. What's been the key for you as far as getting more looks this season as opposed to last year?
You know what? I think it's just opportunity. Coach giving me an opportunity from seeing what I was capable of doing last year.
And how much have you been able to build on your relationship with Matthew from last season?
It's been pretty good, just building the trust throughout practices, throughout the week, giving them confidence in me. I think that's really what give them confidence in me for the game to give me the ball.
And having Cooper and Puka, how's that create opportunities for you as a whole, as a receiver?
I think it really give me a great opportunity because the defense kind of like pushed to their sides a lot. So having those 2 guys on the field definitely tremendous opportunity for me to have one-on-one coverage backside. So it's pretty good to have them back for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll wrap with Adam.
Hey, Demarcus, a few of your teammates have talked about not letting the Eagles beat you twice. Like, what do you look for on days like today and practice this week to let you know that, that's not happening?
Just going in, correcting our mistakes, seeing what we can get better at, seeing all the little details that we can correct. Try to go in with a better preparation and mindset through this practice, through these practices, through the upcoming week, and just try to fix those. So next time, we won't take a bad loss like that.
Thanks, Demarcus.
Mhm.
All right, all set. Thank you.